Hi, Patrice here. I'm on the road again. I'm dropping one of my girls to go and see a movie. She wants to. I was mentioning to her at some point how I enjoy going to the movies by myself sometimes, and she asked if she could do that, and I said of course. And so I dropped her. Today is one of the days where the movie is cheaper, so I dropped her and she's going now to enjoy, the movie. I don't know, it's like I have not ever been like sick, lost my voice, all that stuff so many times in 1 year until now. And I know it's all related to all the stress of this whole journey, because it all, like, your just like mental health stuff can take a toll on your body. It's all connected, and the reality is that with all that I'm dealing with, it's just a lot. I had another nightmare. Well, actually, I can't say it was a nightmare. It was just a dream that wasn't like all like sunshine, lollipops, and So, but I'm working through all that kind of stuff, and it's okay. It's just a part of the journey. It's like it's like this vault. Like we some cartoon, I don't remember what cartoon we used to look at, but because there's many, but there's some cartoon where, when I think it's Finn and Jake, but anyway, when they came across something that they did not want to face, they would be like, we're gonna put that in the vault. And the vault is your where you put your memories that you don't want to deal with, or just things that you just don't want to deal with, and all this stuff that you just like repress and all. And so I apparently I have a lot in my vault, and what I have done was I unlocked the vault I think I unlocked the vault. I'm really thinking through all this stuff, but I think I unlocked the vault years ago, when I first started to look at things a little more clearly, and I was like, oh my God, something is very wrong here with like my mother. Something is very wrong. And I think that started just before my father died. And I started to just see like, what's happening here? What is this? And then, but this past July, maybe in July, is when I actually opened the vault, and all kinds of stuff is just coming out of that vault now and like hitting me left and right. And so it's hard and it's heavy, and but it's a good thing, because that vault need to be cleared out so that I can have the best experience in life, and be healthy, and be me, be authentic. I don't miss having to hide certain parts of myself because I'm afraid of being belittled or rejected or just mocked. I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all, and I don't want to go back to that. And I hate how even now, almost a year into this recovery journey, I am still so flippin' scared when it comes to talking about my feelings about certain things. I'm scared because, and I'm thinking to myself like, okay, well, what are you afraid of exactly? And part of it is the whole fear of abandonment, rejection, all that fear of being told that my feelings are wrong, that like all the things that that I've been told that were wrong, that were not me at all. But I took it in and I believed it. And so much of this stuff just like in this moment makes me so mad because I realized yesterday as I was talking to somebody, I was doing a group call with the CPTSD Foundation, and I was sharing I don't even remember what I was sharing now. I was sharing something, and the woman was telling me that she was like, she was like, from what I know of your experience, and she was like, she don't even know very much, but she was like, you've been through some really horrible things. And I started to cry when she said that, because I was like, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I know I have logically, but I'm so conditioned with regards to completely ignoring my feelings, ignoring my gut with regards to how someone is treating me, and I'm uncomfortable and I feel violated and all that. I'm so accustomed to that way of life, just ignoring all of that, because it's like, no, well, my mother says she loves me. She says she loves me unconditionally. And sometimes she'll do these nice things for me. She'll buy me things sometimes. And I don't ask her for anything, but she'll buy me things sometimes, or she'll buy my kids things sometimes, or she'll, just do something nice. So there's this confusion, and it's like, well, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am wrong, because she says I'm too sensitive. Maybe I am just overly sensitive. So when she, belittles me for what I'm wearing, or, just says something mean about me, or brings up some crazy memory about what she did to me that was abusive. Maybe it wasn't abusive. Maybe it wasn't so bad, because you know what? When she used to put me out when I was starting as early as like 3 years old, when she used to put me out and make me sit out in the hallway of the apartment building until she let me back in, I don't remember ever crying. I don't remember crying at all. I just sat there until she let me back in. And when I went back in, I went on to my room and I played with my toys. The only time I remember crying was when, for whatever reason, she left me in the house alone, and she went out, and some kind of way I ended up locking the door, and she didn't take any keys, and so she was locked out, and she was trying to get in, and I didn't know how to let her in, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I was confused because I was probably still a toddler, pretty much, or maybe 4 or 5, but I was freaked out that time, and I was screaming and hollering and crying. And even then, like when she did get in the house, there was no consoling, no nothing. She just went on to her room, and that was that. But and it's like, I have such a disconnect with regards to even telling these stories. Like, I hear myself, I remember it, I know it's awful, but I'm not connected to it in a way where I feel able to like grieve about it like properly. And that's, it's awful. Yeah, but this whole thing of not believing is like when she was like, you've had a lot of horrible things happen to you. It feels like it's like I want to downplay it and diminish it, and I don't want to keep doing that. I've done that my whole life. I'm sure some of these stories, I'm sure most of them, some of my family members that are watching this series had no idea that some of this stuff was going on, or probably any. I don't know. If I don't know, but yeah. So I'm like, okay, Lord, help me to reconnect with my younger self and the traumas that I experienced, so that I can heal from it and be, like, be whole and be okay, and or feel whole, because I believe I am whole. I do. I believe I am whole. I believe I am healed. I just don't know it here yet, or it's like, or maybe it is that I know it here, I don't know it here. I don't know, but it's like logically I get it, but experientially, no, I don't get it. So yeah. It's rough, and there's some other stuff that I'm not sure. I'll figure out whether or not I'm letting God lead me, of course, with this whole thing. And so I'm like, okay, do I talk about that or do I not? So there's always more. There's always other facets of this whole thing that I'm just treading carefully with how I go about all this, but yeah, I don't know. So I will stop here. I need to drink my water and stuff. I'm feeling like keep having this like cough. I'm feeling like the cough that I had when my husband was in the hospital. I'm feeling like that again, and I'm so not trying to go back down that road. So I want to take care of myself and nip it in the bud. So alrighty, I'm gonna end it here, and as always, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to continue on, and I'll see you again in the next video.